Hold on to your hearts, folks, because Love is Blind Season 9 just threw us some serious curveballs. Get ready for explosive heartbreak as two couples crumble before even making it to the altar. Yes, you read that right. 2. The latest episodes of Love is Blind dropped on Netflix, and while the content might be a bit shorter than previous releases, the drama is dialed up to 11. These pre-wedding episodes are packed with some of the most intense and pivotal moments of the entire season. And I'm not just saying that lightly. I truly thought the Casey and Patrick saga set a new bar for messiness, but boy, was I wrong. Remember when they aired their dirty laundry on Instagram after their breakup? Yikes. I'm still holding firm to my prediction that this might be the first season where nobody gets married. But we'll have to wait until the wedding episode next week to find out for sure. But here's where it gets controversial. Could no weddings actually be good for the show, proving the experiment's limitations? So, who are the couples who couldn't make it work? Prepare yourselves for the emotional downfalls of Annie Nick and Madison Joe. Both duos decided to call it quits just before their big day. Let's dive into the details, shall we? Annie and Nick's love story implodes. Annie and Nick's relationship unraveled in particularly heartbreaking scenes. Their connection faced two significant hurdles. First, Annie questioned if their feelings were truly mutual and at the same depth. Doubts crept in, leaving her uncertain about their future. Secondly, she discovered that Nick had also professed his love for Kait while still in the pods. Talk about a bombshell. And this is the part most people miss. The pods are designed to create intense connections. But are they real connections? These two factors combined proved to be the ultimate undoing for Annie and Nick. Annie's doubts about Nick's commitment intensified, while Nick grew increasingly frustrated, feeling like his efforts to show up for her were not being acknowledged. This tension culminated in a major confrontation, which Nick deemed a breaking point. The morning after their argument, he informed Annie that he could no longer proceed with the wedding. Annie pleaded with him to continue the experiment and keep trying. However, after much back and forth, Nick delivered the devastating blow. The reason that I am not willing to marry you is because I am unhappy. Ouch. With that, they packed up their apartment and brought their relationship to an end. Madison and Joe's mismatch. Madison and Joe also encountered numerous arguments during their time together. Similar to Annie, Madison worried that her feelings for Joe were stronger than his for her. Her concerns weren't entirely unfounded, as Joe admitted that Madison wasn't typically his type. During one particularly heated exchange, Madison even removed her engagement ring, a clear sign of the strain in their relationship. But here's where it gets controversial. Should you ever compromise on your type? Does that mean you're not truly accepting the other person for who they are? Despite their conflicts, they managed to reconcile multiple times. On the day of the wedding dress and suit fittings, Madison excitedly shared with her mother, sister, and the other brides that she could envision herself and Joe exchanging vows at the end of the aisle. Joe, however, did not share the same sentiment. While trying on wedding suits, he experienced a breakdown, overwhelmed by the prospect of marriage. He became so distraught that he couldn't even tie his tie and ultimately fled the fitting. Can you imagine the pressure he must have been feeling? Following this incident, Joe confessed to Madison that she wasn't his person, while still expressing love for her. When Madison pressed him for specifics, questioning what was missing from their relationship or why he believed they weren't a good fit, he couldn't provide a clear answer. Madison was heartbroken, but thanked him for being a part of her journey in the experiment. Relieved to have had the conversation, Joe packed up and moved out. Who's left standing? So, that leaves us with three couples heading towards the altar. Allie and Anton, Kalybriah and Edmond, and Megan and Jordan. Will any of them actually say I do? We'll have to tune in next Wednesday to find out. Love is Blind Season 9 episodes 1 to 11 are available to stream on Netflix now. Now it's your turn. Which breakup shocked you more, Annie and Nick's or Madison and Joe's? Do you think any of the remaining couples will actually make it down the aisle? And what do you think about the pressure cooker environment of Love is Blind? Is it a recipe for disaster or a genuine path to finding love? Sound off in the comments below.